If you're spending your life doing something you hate, that's going to take life out of you, right? That is going to take the life out of you. You want to make sure you are having a life, that you are enjoying your life. Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Diana if you're new here, and let's get into today's topic. Today's quote states, "Don't spend your whole life doing something you hate when you're the only one who can change it." Joyce Meyer. This quote is so huge. I think a lot of times we can be doing something over and over and over and we hate it, but we feel that's the only thing we can do. Anybody? Is anyone out there feeling this? Like you're stuck somewhere and you're doing it over and over consistently, but you hate it. There was one time in, I don't remember the year, but it was many years ago. I wanted to work so badly in an office setting. I wanted so badly to be an office guru, just to be somebody who works in an office. However, I did not have a specific title I wanted to hold. All I knew is that I would read so many books in high school, and all the girls were office girls. They put on their pencil skirts and their high heels and they worked in the office, and that's what I wanted to do. I just did not know which line of work I wanted to be in. Anyways, eventually I ended up working in an office. It was magical, okay? The first few weeks I knew what I was doing. I knew my description, my, the duties. I knew the duties I was going to do. I was okay with them. I signed up. I was good. Loved it. Went through 3 months, and at the end of the 3 months, they changed the duties to something that I had already in my mind had told myself I never wanted to do. And so my duties were now something that I didn't really want to do, but I thought to myself, okay, I can just kind of do it because I'm in a place that is lovely and I get to dress up, blah blah blah. Months pass, and every single morning before I would go to work, and that was 5 days a week, before I would go to work, I would be praying that I would make it through the day. I hated the job so badly. I hated my duties, but mostly because I didn't really know how to do it. I didn't know how to be great in that area. And so I hated the job, but I made it through every month with a prayer because I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? But I was literally having not panic attacks exactly, but just my heart would beat so fast because I hated it. I would feel like, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing. My body is not functioning properly. I'm not at peace. I hated the job that I prayed for. But it wasn't even the job that I prayed for. It's just that the duties had changed. And because they had changed, I no longer wanted to be there, but I stuck through it. And so I was living my life just suffering in this thing that I hated so much, and it was so bad. And then one day I was fed up. I told myself that there is something that I would love even more, that I would actually love to do. So I decided to go back to school. And you know what? It was the best decision that I had ever made. I was free, I was peaceful, I was just no longer in that state of constantly at the edge where I'm thinking to myself, oh my goodness, can I make it through this week? What am I going to do about this day? How am I going to succeed in this day? If I'm not succeeding, am I going to get all these infractions? Am I going to be fired? So I was constantly in that state of just like, so don't spend your whole life doing something you hate when you can do something about it, when you're the one who can actually make the change. If it's not serving you in a way that it should, you don't have to be there. If it is, however, is serving you, this is something that I think I want to make sure that I don't make it seem as if, oh, just quit everything that you don't like. Now, some things are actually necessary for you to go through them. Some things are important for you to actually just deal with them and then find other ways to make sure that you are enjoying your life. Because the thing is, with that job, not only was it something I hated later on, I had to commute 4 hours. So I was commuting 2 hours to work and 2 hours to come back. By the time I came back, I had no life left. So I think that contributed to the fact, or to me actually hating it, because I was not getting any time to really enjoy my life. And so that's why I'm saying that perhaps the job that you have is actually sustaining you, providing you with your means, allowing you to be able to pay your mortgages or your other bills and take care of your family. That's important, right? You can actually fight through it. What's important is to ensure that your outside world is actually enjoyable. It's fun. You are incorporating fun in your life. I was talking to this one lady. I met her when I went to go shop, and she was talking to me. There's a little hair. So she was talking to me and she was telling me, oh, she's been doing this job and it's getting a little bit mundane. It's just and I was telling her, what do you do for fun? What do you do when you go outside of work? And she was like, oh, nothing. I just get ready to go to bed and then I wake up and repeat the process. And I said to myself, do you at least go outside? And she was like, oh yeah, I walk to work. I said, oh, that's wonderful. Do you look around your environment and soak in the sun? She said, oh no, I hate the sun. I'm just focused, I'm ready to go to work, and that's it. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, these are reasons why we can really be hating where we are. It's not even the fact that the thing is horrible. It's just that our outside world is not enjoyable. So if you're spending your life doing something you hate, that's going to take life out of you, right? That is going to take the life out of you. You want to make sure you are having a life, that you are enjoying your life. But like I mentioned, if you are doing something that is providing you with what you need, then you need to make sure that your outside life is amazing, because then you won't feel burnt out, you won't feel exhausted, you won't feel like you hate the thing. And maybe you don't hate it, you just need to spice it up. But you have the power to change that. You have the power to make changes in your life to ensure that your life is fun. Fun is crucial. It's in my book and I talk about it so much, because when you're not having fun, life can strip you, and you don't want life to strip you, right? You want to be able to enjoy your mundane, to enjoy the excitement, to enjoy the exuberance of everything that comes your way. But if you're not having fun, all of that can just feel like the world is just horrible, right? Your job sucks, your space sucks, your everything sucks. No, you can change that. You're the only one who can change that. You're the only one who can make things better for yourself, because it's your life, right? Something to always keep in mind. You have that power to make your life can you imagine? It's yours, right? So don't spend your whole life doing things you hate. And it does not have to just be about work, right? It could be about maybe perhaps where you live. Perhaps you hate where you live so much. Well, you are the only one who can change that. What do you need to do to improve that area in your life? What can you do to love it? Do you need to move? Do you need to add more beauty into your space? Do you need to just go outside and meet your neighbors? What do you need to do? So you have to really, really think about that and ask yourself those questions or that question to see what you can do to make sure that you're not living life hating your life, hating the things you're doing in your life, right? Because what's the purpose? Let's say you're also the girly who does not like chores at all, but you can do them, right? Because again, we want to be resourceful, so make sure you know how to do it. But you just don't like doing it. Well, you can actually source out, right? You can source out to where you get a chef to cook for you once a month or once a week. You get a cleaning service that can clean for you at, I don't know, once a month or once every 2 weeks, and then you do the maintenance work. But you don't have to keep doing the things you hate, but you can actually source out, you can create ways to make sure that you're having fun, or just move yourself out of the environments so that you can actually make sure that you're not hating it. Because again, only you can change that. It's your life. You want to make sure that you are living it enjoyably, you are having fun in it, you are happy in it, you are at peace in it. But it is your choice, it is your life, it is you who gets to make that decision. It's you who can say, you know what, I need to move on. You know what, I need to do better. You know what, I need to change this. You know what, I can make things better. And you can. In the worst scenario possible and the best scenario possible, you get to make that change. So don't wait for somebody to create that for you. Don't wait for, I don't know, things to change magically. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes if you're lucky, they will. But chances are, it's you who has to make the changes. So once again, don't spend your whole life doing things that you hate when you can actually change it. And I know that we all do things differently and at different times, and we take different measures or steps to get certain things done, right? So everything is up to you. But also, if you feel like now is the time to start making bigger things happen, or now is the time to ignite your mind for positive results, or you're just kind of in that standstill and you need a little bit of direction, I share my frameworks that I use to move me forward in the mindset ignition. So if you're interested in that, the link is in the description box below. But yes, just make sure that you're not spending your life doing the things you just hate, right? Life is to be enjoyed. It should be fun. And if you're not having fun, make fun, create fun, be fun. Alright my friends, thank you so much for watching. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.